There's also going to be an additional Stellar Rare that will be printed at 99 copies.
What's going on, Illustrians? My name's LUCK, aka Luck, and unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard that Dan, aka A-Drive, introduced us all to Shattered Stars, a new subscription model where every month you get packs in the mail with 4 predetermined cards and 1 random holo. The holos include the gorgeous stained glass Voltempest, which I absolutely need in my life, a holographic version of Thunderstorm and Shield of Achilles, which are just great runes, the holo version of the newly introduced full art Zaptor Spirit, and 10 random lucky packs will contain a stellar Sonocore. But A-Drive also revealed that the packs have a chance of pulling a 1 in 99 secret stellar. In this video, we're going to put on our detective hats, grab our magnifying glasses, and make a prediction of the secret stellar based on all of the evidence I lay out. And who knows, by the end of the video, I might make a believer out of you. So, let's start by stating that since this is the Thunder Shattered Stars pack, the secret stellar will most likely not be fire, water, earth, or wind. Just kind of getting the obvious out of the way early. Next, up to this point, there have been no middle stage Alestrals that have either been confirmed stellar or even hinted at being stellar. Now, what do I mean by middle stage Alestrals? 2-cost Alestrals essentially come in 2 flavors. You have the true 2-cost Alestrals like Sonocore and Latagon. These Alestrals seem to be the end of their ascension line, they tend to have higher stats and very impactful effects. Middle stage Alestrals usually have lower stats compared to their 2-cost counterparts, and they have effects that allow them to ascend into their 3-cost ascensions either quicker or easier. I make that distinction in this video because up to this point, Sonocore is the only 2-cost Alestral that has a stellar, but it's also the end of its ascension line. So like I said, no middle stage Alestrals have a stellar, so no stellar Gryffuse and no stellar Signectric. Yet. So with middle stage Alestrals out of the way, let's take a look at the rest of Thunder as a whole and see which cards have stellars and which cards have alternate printings. Let's start with runes. In a recent video, A-Drive hinted at the existence of stellar runes.
The kind of nectar of it changes colors to blue, and maybe one day you guys will see a stellar Nectar of the Gods. We'll have to wait and see.
So let's cover our bases here. Seeing as Thunderstorm is getting a holo printing in this pack, I think that we can confidently say that Thunderstorm is a no-go for the stellar treatment, as much as I would love to see a Red Lightning Thunderstorm. I'm assuming that in the lore there's only one Zeus, no matter what Jade Johnny might have you believe. So Zeus is out. And I think we can safely assume that the Thunderbolt of Zeus is out too. It would be a little strange if Zeus just had like a room full of Thunderbolts and a few of them were stellar. The same could also probably be said for Mount Olympus. That'd be like having New York City and then a second New York City right next door, but it was stellar. So with the runes out of the way, let's move on to the Alestrals. Sparkit, Astrabbit, Riceros, and Boombat all have stellars as part of the promotional Kickstarter pack, and Boombat has a starter deck exclusive art. Quackle has a stellar that can show up in the starter decks, as well as 2 separate printings in the Artist Collection pack, and a new printing in this very Shattered Stars pack. Now, that's not to say there isn't precedent for an Alestral getting a second stellar printing. Sonocore is getting one in the first Shattered Stars pack himself, but I think that Dan has bigger plans for our secret stellar. So that leaves us with 9 possible Alestrals. Ampup, Lycavolt, Elichick, Voltempest, Gadabolt, Imperial, Jolton, Toxion, and Galvanum. Jolton and Lycavolt both have a special printing in the Artist Collection pack. Not to mention Lycavolt has an additional printing in this Shattered Stars pack, so it's pretty safe to assume it's not either of those. Voltempest has been confirmed by Dan in an update video to be the box topper for the first edition base set.
This is going to be the new box topper for first edition, which is the Voltempest full art. So I felt like that was a really fitting box topper. So when first edition becomes available, anyone who buys the first edition will be able to get a Voltempest box topper. I'm not going to show you the stellar one yet.
And just like Pantera before him, he'll also be getting the stellar box topper treatment. Imperial has its base set rare, starter deck holo, and full art version. Again, not that there's not precedent for a full art card also getting a stellar, just look at Viserys, but I think we have better options for our predictions. Ampup and Gadabolt are really good contenders for this stellar slot. They both only have 1 printing in base set, and Gadabolt is the last of its Ascension line. However, they don't feel right for the stellar treatment. Neither one are really fan favorites, and they don't make any kind of impact in the meta. Not that a card has to be meta relevant to get a stellar, but they just don't feel right for our pick. Toxion is getting a common reprinting in the first Shattered Stars pack, so it's probably not him. That leaves us with Elichick and Galvenom. Elichick and Galvenom are both really good picks as the possible stellar. Neither one of them have any other printings, and like Gadable, Galvenom is the last of its Ascension line. Here's the problem with Galvenom. It's a starter deck exclusive. In a live stream, Dan was hinting at an idea that he had of getting reprints that could possibly make starter deck exclusives easier to get. We didn't know it at the time, but he was talking about Shattered Stars. And as he stated, it's another way to get starter deck exclusives in the form of Toxion. With that being said, you know what's not an accessible way to get a starter deck exclusive? A 1 in 99 stellar variant of Galvenom. I don't think Dan would make the starter deck exclusive Galvenom the stellar because he wants his game to be as accessible to people as possible. Which leaves us with my prediction for the secret stellar, Elichick. As stated before, Elichick has no other printings, no promos or artist collection pack exclusives, it's not exclusive to any starter deck, and it's a fan favorite card with meta relevance. With its ability to search any Divine rune, it's a staple in almost any deck that relies on its Divine, like Voltempest, which, if you remember earlier in this video, I mentioned that A-Drive confirmed the existence of Stellar Voltempest as the possible box topper for first edition base set, and Shattered Stars will be launching in the next few months, with first edition base set right behind it. It just makes so much sense. So there it is, Alestrians. That's our prediction for the secret Shattered Stars Stellar. We've laid out our case, examined the evidence, and now it's time for you to go down in the comments and tell me if you think I'm right or you think it'll be a different card. Also, if you had to choose a Stellar for this Shattered Stars pack, what would it be and why? Either way, if it is or it isn't Elichick, I'm super stoked for the Shattered Stars pack. I know I'm going to be picking up more than a few, so watch out for those opening videos right here on my channel. Here in the States, we've got our Kickstarter product coming in the next few weeks, and we'll definitely be doing more than a few openings of that. And you might even see some IRL collabs with another Illustrials YouTuber. Who knows? Well, if you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you, and if you liked the video, consider leaving a like, and if you're not subscribed, make sure to smash that sub button. I've got a lot of content coming on the way, and you won't want to miss any of it. Well, until next time, Alestrians, stay enchanted, keep ascending. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Later.